Fighting Irish fans, all of you no doubt remember the days of cheering for Jeff Samardzija. While at Notre Dame, Jeff played both football and baseball. He was recognized as a two-time All-American wide receiver, but ultimately decided to pursue a career in the major leagues. He's currently a pitcher with the San Francisco Giants, and Jeff is joining us via the Notre Dame hotline. Jeff, thanks so much for taking the time to join us on Notre Dame Day.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, and congratulations. I know you started the season on the disabled list with a pectoral strain, but you got your first start against the Angels on Friday night. An outstanding performance, 5 scoreless innings. You got the win, gave up only 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. So how far back are you? Are you 100%? It was certainly a great first outing.
Yeah, we're getting there, I think. I think on top of the recovery time it's taken afterwards with, my pitch count limit right now, we're real close to being 100%. So we're just kind of building that strength back up, and hopefully over the next couple starts we'll be, back to where we were in no time.
You and I had talked about this before. There's a misconception out there that you chose baseball basically to avoid the contact of football. But that really wasn't the case. What went into your decision? Because in all likelihood, you were going to be a first-round NFL draft choice, but you chose to sign with the Cubs and eventually got to play with the Cubs for 7 years. What went into that decision?
Well, I didn't know that was the perception, but that's good to know now. Just for having fun, man. I felt like every day, day in, day out, I love playing baseball, and I felt like I'd give it my all in the long run. I felt like that would be the difference in a professional career, would be that love for the game. And I'd given a lot of time to football in my life and had a great time at Notre Dame and really enjoyed it. But, when it came to being a professional and doing something every day as a job, I felt like I would have a better, career and a longer career playing baseball. And just for that passion and that love for the game that I have. It was every day I step in the baseball field, I have a smile on my face, and I'm trying to get better and just enjoying what I do.
And actually, Jeff, your answer was better than my question. The reason, again, was you would probably have the longer career in baseball, and that's what I meant. Football can take a lot out of you. The wear and tear would be less, and therefore you could play longer, and that seems to be playing out.
Yeah, absolutely. The funny thing is when you're a 20-year-old kid, that doesn't really come into play in your head. It's kind of just about, that given moment, what you're feeling, and you're kind of just making decisions shooting from the hip. So I wasn't really looking at longevity. I was just more looking at where I would be more excited to show up every day and as a job and work my butt off. So for me, I felt like that was baseball, and I just wanted to make sure that the choice I made I stuck with and I gave it my all.
I asked you this question years ago, and I forget the answer. Growing up in Northwest Indiana, were you a White Sox fan or a Cubs fan? I think I remember telling me you grew up a White Sox fan.
I did. I grew up a White Sox fan. Frank Thomas, Robin Ventura, and all those guys. That's who we tried to emulate. It was a little closer to home for me, so I was able to attend a few more White Sox games than Cubs games.
So what was it like starting your pro career playing for the Cubs? Because I know there is no love lost between White Sox fans and Cubs fans.
Well, I don't really carry childhood likes and dislikes into my professional career, so it wasn't too hard. I was happy to be in Chicago, and I love being in my hometown, and it was a great experience to start my career off and be close to family and friends and share that with them. My heart is obviously in the Chicagoland area with going to Notre Dame and growing up there and always will be. So it was just a heck of an experience. And, looking back on it, it's actually a little cooler than living it because, you take things for granted sometimes when you're young and you don't really know what's going on and things are moving so fast. And looking back on it, I got to share a lot of really cool moments with people I'm really close to.
I am not going to say he's the next Jeff Samardzija because that's a very high bar, but there's another football player here, a tight end, who was also pitching very well right now for the Notre Dame baseball team. How familiar are you with Cole Kmet?
More so as of recent than before, for sure. I always kind of get word through the grapevine of the 2 guys playing 2 sports at Notre Dame, and a lot of times they get compared to me, and I think it's awesome. I think I was happy to do something that guys can look at and maybe follow a path of. And, okay, if it was done once, how can I do it? And it's just great. It's great for kids' futures and their careers. It gives them leverage in negotiations with what they end up doing professionally. And it keeps you fresh. It keeps you excited every day to go out and do what you're going to do that day because it's not monotonous. not the same thing over and over again. So as a young kid, I think it's great to do, and you have the energy, you feel good because you're young, and so you should take advantage of it.
He's made 18 appearances. He's got 7 saves. He made his first start on Friday night. He's got 31 strikeouts in 38 innings. He's going to play a key role for the football team. As we wrap this up, Jeff, what advice would you have for Cole so that he maybe can be as successful at playing both sports here at Notre Dame as you were?
Oh, just have fun and compartmentalize. I think as you go along, you're going to get pulled in different, more directions, and you still can't forget on why you're getting pulled in those directions. It's because you're successful at, doing 2 things, and one of those things happened to be football at Notre Dame, which is huge, and another thing is something you love very dearly. So, you need to go all head first and dive in and just enjoy it. Don't make excuses, and understand that when you're done, you look back on it, you're going to be very happy that you had that experience, and you're going to learn a lot from it too, what you can handle and what you can't handle, and you'll be a better man for it for sure.
Jeff, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I look forward to the next time we can see you back here on campus. Best of luck this season.
Yeah, I can't wait. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, thank you.